In a fun junk journal dream, DJs crafting grungy scenes. Hither and yon, where friends all meet. Paper glue and vintage treats.
Hello, my crafty friends and creators from around the globe. Welcome to Hither and Yon Studio. I'm DJ. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. And if you're new here, I'm DJ, and this is the studio, and I work on junk journals and digitals and all the stuff to go in your junk journals. Plus, I do other paper crafts occasionally. So if that sounds like something you like, you might want to subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when I put up a new video. I do a monthly kit every month that's 100% free, so you can look for that on the channel as well. We have our May kit out right now, so you can go ahead and get that. Just go to those videos, and it's in the description box. Okay. The big book of junk journals ideas is full. It's full. So this is volume 1. I am going to make a volume 2, and there'll be a different video for that. So this is just going to be a flip through. I'm just going to do a flip through of what's inside here. If I made notes of whose it is, it'll be here, but probably 98% of this is just going to be a flip through. And if I did a video about anything that's in here, because I have put things in here that don't have any videos, it's in the big book of junk journal ideas playlist. So I will link that playlist down in the description box below. And so I did a little cover here. As you can see with some of my vintage tape, I made this little junk journal ideas and this big book I stamped with some stamps I had. I put one of my die cut birds because you know I love them, and a little flower here, just something simple. And then I did a very simple closure here, which can just unclip, or I can use the lobster claws. Sorry. I had a muffin this morning, and it is not, it went down the wrong pipe, and I am just suffering through it. But I got to get this video done, so I hope you will ignore the little and okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to list the exact video where these things are located, but you can go into the playlist and just kind of go through the videos if you haven't watched them, and you'll find the ones that I did do videos for. Okay, so I just put the timeline in here. I started this in March of 2024, which was when we did the very first video. And then I ended it last month, but I've just now been able to get a flip through. So, okay, this first one is a little bag, a paper bag that is an ephemera holder. And it also carries some tags in the back. So it's just a lunch bag that I cut down right where this seam is, right here. So you can go look for the video, but basically there's a very obvious point where this folds out, and the bag would go this way. So I just cut it there, and there is a video on this. And then you just kind of, I put a piece of paper over it, and there's also a pocket. Get this out. There is also a pocket here. So we'll leave it like that so I know. Okay. Over here, this is a Gail Augustinelli, and I think she got it from somebody else. They're circles, and you cut them in half and you fold them up. I don't think I have a video for this, but basically it makes a pocket, you get a pocket back here, a pocket or tuck here. So, and then if you glue it down a certain way, you know, you can get a side tuck or a back pocket. So here is a bigger one that I have glued down and actually made the pocket in the back. So I just put some tags in here so I would know what was where. So we'll do that. And then this one, just do that. And that was clipped on here with this, but I think I have to show you this one first. So this one was fun. This is just a 3 pocket kind of it's like file folders, but I did it with tabs. And this one here, this bottom one, is actually sort of an accordion, and you could store extra ephemera in there. Though I glued the whole back on, and I shouldn't have. I should have just left the center, but there is a video for this one, so you can kind of go and see what I did there. And then these two are just normal pockets where you can put stuff in them. So it's a good page spread. This is one of those blank pages I was talking about, but this might be a longer video because there's a lot in here. So, I know that's not for everybody, but I did want to warn you because there's a lot going on in here. Okay. Oh, this one is cool. I did this in my woodland journal. So this is 3 pockets here. 1, 2, 3. And then there's a big pocket behind where I put in this extra journaling space. So it really opens up a single journaling. Like if this was a page with nothing on it, you just have that space. But now you have all of this, which more than equals that page. Plus you have the backs of these tags that you could also put little quotes on or notes to self or little moments. I guess you could put little photos in there too. Why not? Why couldn't you? I don't know. Yeah, so, and it's just a book page and some cardstock. Okay. This is fun. I think this was Pam at the Paper Outpost is where I first saw this. It's just a book page folded, and then you kind of fold it over itself, and then you put the tags in here. I don't know that there's a video on that, but if you check out Pam at the Paper Outpost, you'll probably see her video. And then this one is a little tag pocket here, and then this opens, and there's a little space in here as well. And yeah, we'll leave that for now. Okay, so this one, I don't know that I did a video for this. I was kind of free-forming it, free-weighing, I don't know. But it's really just a flip. It's got a pocket back here. Actually, this is a belly band. It goes all the way through, okay, the way that I've glued it on. And then this has a pocket here. So there's a strip there. And then here, this is a pocket with some papers inside. I think this is French Industrial mixed with maybe Dapper from Tim Holtz. And then a pocket here and a pocket up here. And then, do I have another pocket here? No. Okay, that's just me covering up where I put that little piece. And then it just kind of wraps around. So that's that. Here is just a fun little specimen card done a little differently. So a specimen slide, sorry. This time, instead of, kind of doing it see-through here, I put this on the top. So the back is solid. This, I actually used my Canva kit for specimen slides and created these items. And then I just took a butterfly and I glued it in there and put a label on it with some tape. But it's a different way to do a specimen slide, and it gives it some dimension. I just thought it was fun, so I did that. What is this? Oh, this is just a little notepad. So I took a piece of cardstock and I put it through the embossing folder, and I cut a circle out of it and just made a little booklet out of it. Super easy. You could just sew it on your sewing machine, or this is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but if you didn't want to do that, you could just wrap your string around the whole thing and tie it in the middle. So you don't have to get fancy. And my little penguin paper clips, aren't they cute? I got them on Temu, if anybody wants to get some. This is a flip out. So you can attach it down to the journal, or you can leave it floating. And then it just gives you some extra journaling space in this little spot. And I'm sure you guys can figure this one out. It's just a piece of cardstock, folded in half, and then I glued down some coffee dyed paper and folded it and stamped it. Super easy. Just did a little decoration. This one's floating, but you could definitely glue it down and make a pocket out of it. This one I know I have a video for. It wraps around the page, and this one is glued down, but it has a little pocket back here, and then it has a pocket up here, and here, and here. So there's 3 pockets there, and then there's 1, 2, 3 pockets here. Yeah, and I didn't make that a tuck for whatever reason. This is in my All About Tip-Ins, and it's just a fabric flip. And what I do with my fabric flips is I don't sew the fabric to the page. I actually sew it to a piece of cardstock and then glue the cardstock to the page. It just works easier. It's a little more sturdy. Sometimes the stitching through the page will tear the page, so I just like that better. Another one from the flips. Just a cool little piece of, this was 6x6, I believe, that had a little strip cut off of it. And then a piece of washi. Simple, right? And then more washi. And these are my recipe stamps that I often show you guys in my videos. Also Temu. This was a little folding project. I think this one actually came from Carrie at Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. You can check out her channel. She sent this to me in some Happy Mail, and I threw it in my book here. I did some of these, just the back part, for some of my Happy Mail I sent out to my Ko-Fi subscribers last year. And then she ended up sending me this back. And this actually has a tuck, which it's not very obvious, but there is a tuck spot back here. So it looks like just 2 of these glued together. And then she used this as a tuck. But check out Carrie at Thumbprint Creations by Carrie. She's an awesome creator too. And yeah, go check her out. And then this is just a little scrappy notebook that I did. So very simple, just scraps. And I, this, if you imagine this up, I just cut this out like a file folder. That's it. It can slide over things, or you can just clip it into your journal. I usually slide it over belly bands and things like that. And you can make it as decorative as you'd like. These we definitely have a video for. It's a folded pocket. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, when you find the video, I tell you where I saw this one. But if you, this comes apart. Somehow. There we go. And then you get some hidden journaling space in here if you'd like. But otherwise it looks like, you know, and then you could fully unfold them. They completely unfold, but when they're together, it just looks like a pocket, right? Nobody knows. You put a tag in there, and then your hidden journaling spot is hidden. This is just a paper fold project I did. Not sure if there's a video for this one, but I found this paper fold. You can look up on Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. I think it's like letter, fold paper into an envelope, or fold paper into a letter. And then it's just the way that you fold it. And mine's not the neatest one, but you can write a letter and then fold it up into like a little makeshift envelope. Isn't that cute? So there we go. This is an envelope that you can sew in, or since I did elastic for my to keep my journal pages in place, you can just attach this through, and then it becomes removable, like all the pages in here. But you can also sew it in using a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And then inside, I have a little tuck space here, but then this folds out. This is very chunky, so it's to a complete journaling space. So that is very cool. And then what is this? Oh, this was a map fold. So these are kind of fun to do. You can do them a couple of different ways, but I think it's called a Turkish map fold. And so I just tucked that there, and then this will just stay like that. And then it will cover up some of your strings if you make it long enough. So if you want to kind of cover up those inner tails when you do a sewn in journal signature, then that's good for that. These are just some envelopes, I believe. This one was a paper folding technique that gave us a heart. I can get the paper clip off of it. Like that, and then you can glue it and it becomes an envelope. I didn't because I wanted to preserve how I folded it so I could you do it again. And then this one is just a book page, but that one you can just see. So you just take your book page and you fold down the tabs and you fold this up till it's got a little room there, and then you just fold this over. So that is those. This was also sent to me by Carrie. I love this. It's a belly band, but it looks like a raffia wrap on a piece of maybe Teflon or more raffia. I don't know. And maybe this is even. I'm not. Oh, these look like tea bags. So yeah. And if Carrie doesn't have a video for something over on her channel, you can go ahead and ask her to do one, and she will certainly oblige. She's a busy lady, though. Busy, busy. This is my Goldilocks pocket. I love this. There is definitely a video for this one. So the reason I called it Goldilocks is because it's small, medium, and large, you know, like the Three Bears. So I think it's just perfect. So that's why I call it the Goldilocks pocket. It also has a spot in the back here for a little. So all of this is covered in the video. You can go and watch that. Again, these are in the Big Book of Junk Journal Ideas video playlist. It's got a lot of fun little pieces, and it's super easy, and you don't need a lot. I think I made this out of a couple of pieces of 6x6 or a 12x12. I'm not sure off the top of my head. This is just a little hang tag, circles, with a piece of vellum that I printed on in there. And then this is an over-the-page flip. So just like that. Simple. With some fabric in there. So I sewed some fabric to some cardstock. And then on this side, I put a little pocket. This is super fun. And the front has a little pocket. Look at him. Come on now. You're adorable. I love you. I think he's one of my kits from last year. He was one of the pieces of ephemera. So fun. One of my monthly kits. So there's a playlist for my monthly kits as well for 2024 and 2025. We're going strong. So if you're watching this in May, the May kit is free all month. You can go over to the playlist and get that. Okay, and then how did I do this? I think I just attached it to my paper clip. Yeah, sorry guys, this is some of it's fiddly. This one. Yeah, this was also a video. So this is like adding a hidden paper clip, a belly band, and a bookmark. And so this was just one of the items that we made. So it goes over your page, and I made these in different shapes and sizes. This one's got a pocket here and a pocket here. But some of them I did, and a pocket here, obviously. But I did some where you can actually use them as a belly band. We'll probably come across that one in here. So we'll just put that in there for now. This is another one I did. Same technique. This one's just a little different. It's a side kind of pocket. And then there's a pocket here, which you can't see. Yeah, anyway, it's a pocket. And then there's a pocket here. Yeah, like that. And then this one slides sideways, so you could do a bunch of these and put the tabs in different places and then have them go throughout your journal. And then this side becomes a tuck. So you could tuck in journaling cards or whatever. This keeps wanting to break free. Oh, we're almost through the first signature. We have 2 more to go. So blank page. This was something I saw from somebody else. If you find the video, you will find the maker. This just slides over the top of it, and then this opens up, and it's like a little place you can put ephemera or some notes to self. You can put some tabs in there, pieces you're using throughout the journal, and then this can either glue down on a page, or you can do like I did here and how the original maker showed me, where you just slide something over it. You can tuck this into a pocket or do like I do and just kind of clip it on a page and have it floating. These, I don't know if these are in the big book of junk journal ideas, but I do have a little make on how to make these kind of flip out pieces. If you can't find it, maybe check my craft with me, which is my biggest playlist, and you'll find some stuff in there. What is this one? This is just an over the page flip. Let's see what's here. I think this was my own. Let's see if there's a name in here. No, it was just me, doing the numbers for this and how it all went together. But it basically unfolds like this, and you have various pockets, as you can see. And then you could either sew this into a signature, either way. You could glue it down on a page and not have anything back here, and then use it as a pocket. Or you could just leave it floating like I did on the page. Not sure which way this goes. Let's do it this way, because then I don't have to fight with it. And it's just because I have that piece in the center. Normally it would sit flat. This one was fun. So these pop up. Is this the one that pops up? Oh, wait. Yeah. No. Oh, okay. No, this is... I think this tucks. Okay, yeah. So this one is... I love this one. And then it untwirls and you have some writing space. This was a fun... it's a little more advanced and a little more fussy. But if you want some fun results, then this is the one. Because this then just can fit in the smallest of space. You can actually put probably a bunch of them on the page. I'm trying to figure out which way it goes. There we go. And then they all would open up. I thought that was fun. This is just, another pocket. Let's see. How does this one open? Okay, so this is a flip out. So it's just a piece of... I'm going to go with a 12 by 12, and I folded this side over. There's probably a video for this, but then it's just got some pockets here. So I probably used some of the strips from the top part of the 12 by 12 to kind of make these pockets. And I do think there is a video for this one, so you can kind of go and look for it. Again, most of these will be in the big book of journal ideas. This is just a dangle I made from a hidden paper clip and a playing card, and the piece that I cut out of here from 2 playing cards that are meshed together with some vellum in between. And then I just used that to make this circle, which you could decorate a lot better. I was just kind of showing off the technique. And then I just attached it to it. It can hang anywhere in your journal. You could also hang it off the back, off the spine if you'd like. And that hidden paper clip, which I also have a video on those, was holding this pocket, which I just made from some copyweight paper, and I punched out a piece of it, put it in the back there so you would see it through, and then it's just a little pocket that you could see stuff through the window. And this is a recycled junk mail envelope, I believe. And I decorated it and put a little card inside. And and you can glue it down or let it float. I let it float so I could have some journaling space there. So that's these. So we're on our way to signature 2. Feel free to watch this in parts. You can save it to your watch later or make a special playlist just for this. Oh, this was the flips and tip-ins one. This is just an envelope that holds a bunch of, these are stamped onto grocery bag. So it's like, I like to put these on the page and then decorate behind them and around them. So I kind of kept those in here. I'm actually going to take most of them out because I only need one to really demonstrate. And then I just put a little, I don't know, little piece of stamp paper there and put it in with washi tape. Now this envelope was pre-made. I got these off of Amazon, I believe. So then you have some writing space back there. More with vellum here. So these, I sandwiched a piece of a die cut between the pages and just used them as pockets and tucks and just various accents. These were envelopes we made from magazines. And this one has just this thing tucked behind it, so I know that it's got a tuck back there. Oh, this was fun. We used our washi tape to make this fun flip out that you can glue it down if you want, or you can just clip it and use it as some tucks. The bottom is open, so you just have to be aware of that. Or you can just glue it down and then it makes a fun little flip. This is attached. Okay, so this flips out like this. So I just made kind of like a little folio. And then back here, I tucked in one of my laminated flowers here. So those are dried flowers that I laminate. And I do have a lamination video as well. And then there's just journaling space here, tags, so on. Another one. This one I made from, gosh, what is this? I think this is cereal bag. The interior of your cereal bag, and then I just taped it together with washi and put a die cut in the middle. So like the ones on the other page, except not sewn, just held together with washi. So if you don't have a sewing machine or you don't like to sew. Oh, this is another of those paper clip hidden belly bands that are also bookmarks. So it slides over the page and then it becomes a belly band, and the top here is a bookmark. You could put a tab on it or a piece of ribbon. This is just a belly band that I made from some bits of label, and I think I saw something similar to this on Nessie's journals, so you can check out Nessie's journals for that one. This was fun. So this one, you open it and you see how it's like a lens, like a camera lens almost. So let's see. It goes like this. And then you reveal the butterflies. I do have a video for that one. And then behind it is a tag. Okay, this one, those are my notes. It's a little pop-up. This is fun. So I gotta see which way it turns. It turns and pops up, and then there is a little viewfinder. I put mine on the wrong way, but and then it just folds down. Again, this one's a little more complex, but I do have a video for it if you want to make it. It's on with that one that folded out, the little square that folded out. It's on with that set. Another little birdie. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, I'm seeing this. Oh, okay. So this is a piece I cut out of the actual page of the journal. And I put vellum on both sides. This little birdie is kind of free flowing, so it will float around. You could put anything in there. You could put little punches of paper or sequins or glitter. I would not recommend glitter for anything ever. But and then you just put washi tape, or you could sew. If the page is out of your journal, you could sew around it. Yeah, and then you can see through it. So it's fun. You can do circles, you can do squares, you could do anything you want. Another hidden paper clip. And I don't know why that's in there. Oh, this was some Happy Mail. Patricia over at like Cafe Craft did these, and she sent me one. And then I recreated it for my Ko-Fi members to send them Happy Mail in. And it's got a bunch of tucks. Some of these are tucks. Maybe not that one. I thought this was a tuck. Oh, it is a tuck. Okay. So you got some tucks here. They're just not behaving. And then in here, there's a pocket. What's that? There's a little belly band on the front. And then a pocket on the back. Super fun. And these are easy to make. And I think you just use a couple of 6x6 pages. Maybe this was in here. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why that's in here. You know what? Let's take it out because it doesn't make sense. Why would I put it back? Another hidden paper clip I made. This is not on the Big Book of Junk Journal Ideas. It's one of my very early videos, but it's just a little flip out. I think I did a number of these, but if you can't find it, it's basically just a piece of cardstock that I coffee dyed, and I ran it through my embossing folders, and then I put a little scrappy pad here, and up here I use that die that has the pockets like this. I think it's Tim Holtz, and made some pockets, and then I just decorated it and made it into kind of like a policy envelope. That's it. Simple. This one is a flip out, and it's glued as a tuck on this side, and then this side is just a big pocket. Yeah, that's it. This is just glued. Okay, that's simple. This was from the tip-ins. So this was a tip-in I did with a book page, and I just sewed one of these laminated dried flowers, and then this side became a tuck. Super easy. Okay, we're almost through number 2. Oh, this one is Corey Dahman from Creating with Scraps. She did this in her, she did a whole journal showing pockets or tags or something like that, and this was in it, but Corey said she learned it from Gail Augustinelli. But it gives you 5 pockets, and then you get this big one. You could also probably do this as a flip up, depending on how you made it, but it's super simple. It's just 4 identical rectangles, and you glue them in a certain way, so it makes the 4 pockets here, plus the 5th on the back. So that's that. Okay, last page. This is just a little pocket. That's a tag pocket. And there's a piece of vellum that I just sewed on here. I would normally put a back on this or glue it to a page, but I didn't. I was probably just showing off the vellum use in this one. And this is just a double pocket, I believe. Nope, just a single pocket. It's a side tuck that has a top loading pocket. You know what? Let's put this in there, and then I'll know it's a top loading pocket. And this was just book page I decorated. Very simple. I just folded it in half and in half again, and I got this little tuck. I clipped it with my favorite punch, which is for my envelope punch board. And so this set is in my description box below if you ever want to get one. But it makes these fun little punches. I like them better than the circle ones. This is just another one of those hidden journaling spot. This one I hid a postcard in here because you can't really write on it. And then I just included another little one in here and some other pockets so I knew what was where. Let's not rip it. Oh, I ripped it. I made it out of magazines, so you can check out that video. And then there's also a little pocket back here. Okay, so we are into signature 3, the final signature. Thanks for hanging in with me, guys. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think so far. And tell me where you're tuning in from and how you found me. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, because we're going to be doing a whole nother book of junk journal ideas. So if you want to catch that, you'll want to subscribe. This was just a book page pocket, a double pocket made from a very simple book page. And this is a tuxedo pocket fold. They are everywhere, so I can't really attribute it to anyone in particular. I've seen so many. I might have mentioned somebody I saw it who gave me the reminder to make one in the video. And then this is just another book page that is an envelope right back here. It's a little tight because there's a tag back there. You can make it gusseted to make it a little better. And then this tucks into my little label there, and then it's a belly band. So these are great too if instead you make instead of making a pocket, you can just make this fold out and open up, so you're not gluing anything except the 2 sides here for the belly band, and then have some writing space. So you could use some coffee dyed paper instead of book page. It's just a simple double pocket. Again, from book page, I just folded it up, covered it over. That little guy's from that same kit, I believe, last year. I think I want to say it's February or something of last year, 2024. This is another book page pocket. This one has 2 pockets here. So it's got, well, it's a side tuck, I guess, technically, a side tuck. I think this was also Corey Dahman where I saw this. So you can check out Corey Dahman. That's C-O-R-I over on YouTube. And then this is another envelope. I used the butterfly's wing to kind of keep it closed. And then I just glued it down in such a way that it was a pocket. Simple. These are simple with book pages. If all you got is book page, is the way to do it. I got these pieces from Your Creative Studio. She does monthly boxes. I don't know if it's a he or a she or a they. But I used them and just glued like the edges so I could have a tuck here and then a little tuck here. You could use any piece of ephemera or elements that you have, circles, squares, it doesn't matter. I just thought the butterflies were cute, and then I tucked in there. Oh, okay. This one has a hidden paper clip. This all was done from the same bits. There is a video for this. It flips over the page and it flips up, and inside you have a tag here, a little pocket here rather. And then this piece flips up. I think we just used 2 or 3 6x6s, but it was a great way to use up your 6x6s. And then it wraps around the page. And you can also, with all the pieces, make this hidden paper clip, which just keeps it in place on your page. And you could add a tab or whatever. Like that. Super fun. Oh, this one's fun too. This one has a hidden spot in here. It just looks like a normal, tuck and pocket. So 1, 2, 3, 4 tucks. So you got a lot of space. These were using up 6x6s also. Yeah, you got to check out that playlist, guys. If you haven't been through it, it's got a lot of really great ideas, especially if you're a beginner and you're looking for ideas. But anyway, this then has magnets that hold this piece closed as a hidden journaling spot. And inside, I've hidden some more tags and a little space to write in. But when it's closed, it just looks like another pocket. Okay, and I made a left and a right version. So it just closes with some magnets, but you could also just clip it and then it just looks like a bunch of pockets. We're almost to the end. Oh, this was just a 4-pocket spread just to kind of show you. I think I might have done this in my page spread videos too. 5 and 30 is that list. So that playlist. I'll try to remember to link that below also. But it's just a way to use 6x6s. So there's 2 6x6s. I just cut them in half, notch them, and put them on the page, layered one over the other. And then I've got 4 pockets. This is a big flip out. Ooh, this one's fun. So there's a pocket here. Oops, hold on. I got to put this back with this because it's all my measurements. Okay. This has a pocket here. It's made from a recycled envelope. Let's see. This is just collaged. And then so you can see the envelope in here. It's actually 2 envelopes, I believe, that I glued to one another. Let's see, maybe 3. Where did I see this? I think Gail has something like this on her channel. Yeah, you see there's the envelope in there. I think it's a couple of junk mail envelopes glued together and then just turned into this big flip. I might have even seen this on Jibbit Neary. Jibid Neary. She's got a channel. I don't know if she's posted anything recently, but it basically is a copy of Gail's. But you can do these so many ways, and I just thought it was fun. So there's that. Oop, see, it wants to come apart. And I did do a video showing you how I made this journal. So that's the very first video in the playlist. This is just another one of those heart-shaped folded envelopes. I think these pages are blank. Yeah, and then the back here is just another version of that over the page kind of bookmark. This one I did more as a hardback, kind of like a floating piece that you could use on the journal to write on. And I do show you this one in that, I think it's called like 3 faves made into something new or something like that. Anyway, it slides over and it's a bookmark, so it kind of shows you where you are, but you could float this anywhere. And yeah, it's made hard enough so that you can write on it. And that's it, guys. Oh my goodness, can you believe it's done? Well, it only took a year. But that's okay. It's exciting because we get to do volume 2 now. So that video is going to be coming up. I hope you will check it out and make a new one with me. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave me a comment below. All of that helps the algorithm to know that it's a good video and other people should watch it. So I appreciate you sticking in there with me. I hope you enjoyed everything in here. Tell me what your favorite was, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.